Well, hello, this is Humanism, Total Nerdy channel here in StarMade again. And I'm sorry we haven't made very many StarMade videos the latest time here, but if you want to know why, check into the Humanism TV channel. Anyways, it's actually so that if you remember the fleet submission that Atra Unam made, we took a review on that and it was a really awesome fleet submission. However, it had some flaws, not very decorated interior, and the other ships than the main ship wasn't too decorated. So we put forward that critics and some system critics in the video, and Atra Unam, she has decided to fix all that. So she fixed the whole, what I can understand, all the points we took up, they're now fixed. So naturally, we have to take a new look onto this awesome fleet submission. There are also some optimization things, which is pretty fancy. So that drones and stuff is released automatically when damaged. So of course this is my Dragoon fighter, but we will use this to attack a ship, or the fleet submission basically. So here, mass spawn, load, and I already tried this once, but hopefully the game will not lag itself to death this time. Okay, and here we have the fleet submission. So we try to shoot it to provoke it, if we may. We couldn't. Oh well. Oh! The turrets attack us. Fantastic. Nice. It's doing some damage to our shields. That's very nice. Let's shoot this ship once more here. Let's send a little... Oh, we need to lock on, I think. Let's send a little missile to this one. Whoops. Oh no. Collisions with other ships. Not very good. I think we'll need to turn on the heat seekers. And here you see, transformation. The fleet submissions transformed into a mecha, and the gunship and the carrier was automatically released. Isn't that nice? And here we have, let's see here. Whoa, it transferred back. That's interesting. So I'm of course not 100% sure how the whole thing works, but it seems to be working pretty well. And you see, it now released its drones. These drones do very little damage, but they do damage, and they provide pretty nasty targets that the heat seekers will try to attack on. So that's cool. Ooh. It's very cool. It seems to change its formation from time to time during combat, and the turrets seem to be working just fine. We're taking some damage. Next shot, and whoops, that camera is down. So it seems to be working really cool. I think, not sure, but no. Right, so they're doing some good damage here. Let's see, what's shooting? It's all these small drones are shooting, totally. They do tiny damage, but they do pretty much, they do damage. What is this now? Oh no. I think they have guild support now. Anyways. We're going to take a closer look onto the ship, so we just jump up a few systems like that, and then we go into blueprints, admin, Atra Unam fleet submission, and we spawn it as our friendly, nice fleet here. And here we go. And now I will show you the awesome things in more detail. Here is the mecha with one carrier shield thing and one big bad gun. And you can see it's much more detailed now. It's just awesome. It now looks more like the main vessel with the detailing, and you can feel that you know, lots of designing and lots of love has been put into details on all the vessels now, which is really nice. And here we have a little shootout system that I guess works nice for redocking them as well, I think. Oh well, don't tell me we have incoming here. Oh yes, we do. Never mind. Never mind. Oh well. Let's go into the, flight mode, and then we'll just zoom out, double tap our camera, and we can align ourselves to space a little bit. And of course, the main ship does still not have its own weapons. It only has the turrets, but I guess the mecha thing is the most important on this one. So we can click transform, and when we click transform, you can see the jets on the backside align up like that. So we have more jets, except now we don't only have the feet, I believe, or maybe I'm just observant, but I feel the jets are kind of new. Not 100% of that, but I think so. But anyways, no, it doesn't matter. The animation for the jets here, you can see they turn up and they have this little, joint axis they go on with the antenna things, and it looks really awesome. So flight mode like that, and when we click transform, you can see the shoulder pads gone out with the turrets, and the arms look so industrial and heavy. Very nice shaping. Seem to be working pretty nicely. Alright, so that's that. Now we have toggle shield. Oh! And here we have, that's the shield. Isn't that pretty awesome? So this little beauty has a shield mode. Oh, okay, I guess it's just StarMade lagging a little bit, but so it now covers more area, and when we do our super space mega blast thing, you can imagine it covers more area, and the turret seems to be working. Oh well, we should totally go into, where is it? Blah. Edit the structure, and we should go to the thrust system. No. Oh no, I see damage doing things coming in here. I want turret docking system collective. Activate all AI. Sometimes it works. Oh no. Or we'll just jump out of here. So, now that we looked at that, the shield mode, we can toggle back to shield. It would be good if we could remote control the gun too, but well, I guess that's not really necessary. Like, the only thing system-wise, it might be nice to have a weapon system on to the main ship that is not a turret, like a little lock-on missile or something. I mean, these these air intakes, or I don't know, space intakes for the engines, I guess they are. Never mind, it's engine intakes. They could have looked like missile things, but somewhere in the chest or something there could be a missile launcher or anything like that, but it's not really. I mean, it would be kind of logical maybe, but it works. Oh, they keep pursuing me. Let's jump. Let's scan this area too. Okay, maybe we can be alone now. Okay. So let's do an interior check. The interior has been updated, and as you can see, we have some more computing areas, and we have some capsule things, energy something, and you can see it has been put more work into the interior of the vessel itself. It's quite, bare bone interior with basic, but we still have we have the color here with the green line, and it looks much better now. It looks more realistic. It looks like a clean type of design, but a realistic such. Oh well, this solution might look a little bit blocky, I don't know. Anyways, we have a one system power auxiliary, but here is a bar slash med bay slash not sure, but it's maybe some eating space, bar space with some I see some people use the what is it? The medical cabinets as fridges or something. Oh, and here we have clearly a bathroom with a shower. You will be very clean when those missiles come up. Oh well, anyways. And we have a pretty cool detail here. I mean, this is one of those very unnecessary, very cool details. Isn't this nice? It's a quarter slab door. It's just, yes, one core and one docker just to have those two small slabs going up and down. But it's cool. It looks really cool. I like it. This solution is, it's cool. It's worth it. Here we have a little computer where we actually can sit and hack Russia computers. Or wait, it's the other way around. You never know. So anyways, this is the interior of this vessel. I hope I haven't missed something important, and I should stop moving around my mouse, I guess. Anyways, we have the airlock here as last time, and it looks pretty neat. We can close it here as well. And that's basically the mecha part. Oh, and now I just realized we'll totally need to go into this one again, just so we can click the transform button. Oh, the shield is automated on transform. Oh, anyways, hands. On hands we released ships, and the camera gets very sad when you do that. But anyways, as you know, as last time, the hand is actually grasping the gun here, so we have to carefully move out of the gun hold so we can look at the other vessels. We'll begin looking at the carrier, and now let's see here. As you see, the carrier has now much more detail and it looks much better basically. Now I don't know why this is, but it might as well be StarMade. That is kind of weird. That's usual. Or something is jammed. Actually, many times you can just assume it's StarMade being a little bit weird, because I believe they have some random bugs needing some fix still. Now, let's see here. If we activate shield mode, okay, we double click. Oh yeah. Now we seem to have made it understand itself. So shield mode broadens it out and it protects its systems a little bit, if you so think. I don't know. Let's shift to the core instead. Can straighten this up. And there are more cool things. So shield mode, and then we have these little beauties. You see? The engines can just... Oh wow, I didn't see that. It's in two parts. Oops. See? And then they extend out like wings. So this is definitely some aerial mood. Wow, that's very cool. Now we have deploy fighters. We should totally do that. You can see here. Deploy fighters, and the fighters go out of there, and now the camera gets sad because StarMade is weird sometimes. And the fighters don't have any targets, so they just tumble around like now. But that's how they work. I don't know what the no data button is. It might be some reset of the fighters, and I don't know what this is. Oh, it's that one. Oh yes, of course it is. I know that. Yeah, so this one doesn't have any onboard weapons except the turrets, but at least it has the turrets, and well, that's something. I'll guess, you know, this big enormous rod in the middle, it's so much like a gun, it might as well be turned into a gun. Because, you know, it has the space, you know, we could... Yeah, so one improvement for this one another one. I mean, this actually doesn't need improvements because it's pretty damn awesome now. It was very cool before and it had some flaws, and you know, those flaws have been fixed and it's really cool. But as I see points for further improvement, of course I will take those up anyways. You know, so it's not anything that have to be done. It's just some tips that could be. So this looks so much like a gun that basically one could have a gun here, like where this part where the brown armor is here. From that and backwards into this part here, one could have a cannon or something. I think also it will help the ship to align up when it's fighting, because the ship, you know, it kind of can be good if it has a gun to aim at the enemy, and it will help the AI to basically point the ship in the right direction. And I mean, it already looks like a gun and it looks pretty well fit in there, so well, this thing could be a gun because it doesn't really look like an antenna. If it's an antenna, I don't know. We have very small turrets. It seems like 2 blocks of a system, and then we have the, you know, the computers here. And of course, you know, this is not a system super ship. It's just the systems are small, but they work, and that's fine. Oh yeah. So if we go in here, I think that maybe one of these ships should probably have a scanner system. That's one thing more that maybe could be added. So I think maybe the carrier should be kind of logical if it had a little antenna and a little scanner system. It could be tiny, but it would kind of make sense. So that's something. Anyways, I love the thrusters sticking down here. It looks very nice, and all these details and cables going on here, as well as, you know, the flight mode thing. And you know, it looks pretty good from where you're seated to fly off. You know, the interior camera, I mean, the core view. I'm getting rusty on my StarMade terms. Oh well, oh well. So that's that. Now we should have a little check onto the interior. And then we should look at one of the fighters, just to make a little, yeah, I don't know, check. Oh well, here we have the interior. It's the same aesthetics as the others, as the other ship before it, and you can see it looks better now. It looks much more detailed, and we have some computers, so it looks like, you know, an actual control space. And of course, this is a very little place, but you'd have to love Atra Unam. She's really good at rails and logic, explaining why we could have all these cool rail things, cool transforming things, and also the fact that the ship is automated and transform and release fighters and do things according to shield and damage levels. Well, very nice store. So we'll take a little look at one of the fighters here. The fighters are very basic. They have a two block cannon system. So they're pretty weak, but you know, they work. Oops. And if we go down here, it's just 2 shots going out from it like that. It works pretty good, and it works pretty good. I mean, and it looks really cool that it's actually asymmetrical, or it's, you know, not asymmetrical. It's symmetrical with even blocks. And if you open up here, you can see the minimal systems here. This is the systems. If one would want to make this a little bit more powerful, I think actually one could just put 2 more cannon blocks here, and it would kind of look more logical that a cannon has outputs. You know, like that. Or maybe even move that to their own. Oh no, that breaks the system. But anyways, it could have cannons sticking out. That could also look cool and boost its performance a little bit. But I guess this is actually mostly cannon fodder, so it's, you know, no big deal. Lastly, we can check onto the gunship, and as you see with a gunship, I had critics last time that there were too many details, too few details. Now I'm totally messing up my words. However, that has totally changed now, and we have lots of details. So that's nice. It looks really good. It looks really good. The same engine types as before, and we have a nice handle here, and yeah, it's good. So if we'll move into here, this is naturally the ship with a big gun system, or big. I mean, it's 130 big, but it's big in comparison. You know, it's very much of the space needs to be used for rails and whatnot. Anyways, the beam is like that. It has power failure, so I think maybe either the power generation could be increased a little bit so it can shoot, you know, I guess it would shoot a tiny little bit more if it didn't have power failure. So I mean, if it moves its engines, it can maybe negatively affect the 1, 2, 3, no, I don't know. I think it's 5 ticks it has, and it looks like the last tick is a little bit cut off. Well, anyways, if the power would be improved on it, it would kind of benefit it. I don't know how much it would need to be checked, but basically you can always put single blocks here and there. So if we just put a few single blocks like that, question is, no, it's not enough. Maybe a few more, but nevertheless, you know. Actually, I think maybe here you can see in every, oh no, that's blue things, but yeah, theoretically we could put them behind this things there, and maybe we could have a stable power. That would of course be quite nice. Anyways, moving on, we have another cool rail feature on this one. Cute small wings flashing out like that. So we basically have better aerodynamic features. So that's that. Pretty simple. Well, let's have a little interior check. It would be of course nice if there were some info in the text screens here and there. That could be an improvement. But the improvement, you know, isn't so necessary. It really looks good. We have an elevator now that's even cooler. And I will want to show you this airlock, because it's one of those cool ones. You see how cool it is? It's super cool. It's like submarine lock with the red detail here, and the red little detail, the few red blocks there, just makes all the difference to make it look much more. I don't know, it's always good to have a few spots where you have a little discoloration with colors you don't usually use, just to mix it up a little bit. And this is a very good example. Which, just like that. Nice airlock. Yes, and now we should go up with the elevator. You can see, I don't know if you saw that, but the elevator has small glass panels sliding up and down, and of course it's not needed, it's cool. That's why we have it. So sliding them up and going up with the elevator works pretty well. And we have the same thing here. Whoops. No. And you see. And here we have a little command deck thing, and you know, oh, they changed the buttons. Oh well, we can't sit there because StarMade is weird with these things makes you not be able to sit in front of them. I guess that should be fixed sometimes, hopefully, when shares come, probably. Anyways, the only thing that's a little bit problematic with this one is that it's when you want to go down with the elevator, it's kind of hard to reach the button because you just reach this, you know. But it's a very minor problem, naturally. I don't see too many gravity modules around either. So I guess that's something that could be nice to have on board with some gravity so you could walk around. Probably maybe I missed one of them, but you know, it can be nice if they are visible enough so I don't miss them. If there are any on this ship, I remember seeing it on one ship, I believe. Well, anyways. Nevertheless, Atra Unam, she's added lots of cool rail features, and she's automated the things so that it can work automatically, and she's basically made this fleet submission from awesome to super awesome. It's now really, really good. I'm very impressed. I think this is... No, I don't think. This is the best transforming mecha I have seen in StarMade ever. This is really nice. Great fleet submissions, and definitely one of my favorite ones I have looked on so far. Anyways, well, AtraUnam, I thank you for making these updates. No other creator has yet updated their thing from those I have reviewed, so that's really cool. And well, thank you everyone for watching. I will be seeing you around. Doom Total Nerdy Channel, signing out.